Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to do the 7 p.m. Facebook Live that I do most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless I have something else going on or there are no questions. That has not been the no questions has not been an issue lately, though, thankfully, which is cool. So let me get right to these. I have tagged you three who asked the questions. And if anybody else sees this and has a question, go ahead and comment it. If you comment while I'm still talking, I will answer it live. If not, I will answer it on the next live. So hope everybody's having an awesome Monday. All right, I've been doing this thing where I try to always answer in a minute or less. I forgot my watch today, so I'm gonna do this with a timer on the computer here. Okay, so let's kick it off. Let's start off with Ricky's question. All right, she says, my goal has always been to run a 5K. I'm way past out of shape after 4 kids, LOL. I've tried apps, but I can't handle their fast pace. Could you give me some tips on how to build up to it? Smiley face. All right, Ricky. All right, let me start this. 1 minute and go. Okay, so let me say first of all, I am primarily, Ricky, I see you here. Thanks for being here. Let me say first of all, I'm a strength coach, okay? I coach cardio stuff, I lead spin classes, things like that, but I'm not a running coach. So take what I say with a grain of salt, but here's how I would approach it. I would basically start with walking, literally just distance walking. If you can find a 30-minute time block, just go for a light walk. Over time, after maybe week 1, introduce maybe a 1 minute light walk and like a 30-second brisk walk. You know what I mean? And just do that over and over. 1 minute, 30 second, 1 minute, 30 second. And then as your body adapts to that and that becomes a little easier, make it a little bit more intense. Do something like, a 1 minute relaxed walk, then a 30-second very light jog. Then make the 1 minute relaxed walk into like a brisk walk and the 30 seconds into the jog. And then eventually flip it to where you're doing the lighter thing for 30 seconds and the more intense thing for a minute. That's how I'd approach it. Start really light and go from there. That's how I would approach it personally. Let me know if I can help any more than that. All right, let's see here. Jamie says, I'm home under a COVID lockdown, working from home, schooling kids at home, not leaving the house much, and the temperature outdoors is just below freezing. Jeez, man. I've gained over 25 pounds over this time. What exercise should I be focusing on with no access to weights or equipment? Okay, let me start my timer over here, trying to keep myself under a minute. Okay, so let me tell you this, Jamie. First of all, there is no exercise that is going to make you lose weight. There's no magical exercise that's going to do that. What you need to pay attention to is making sure that you are consuming fewer calories than you burn. I can help you with that. DM me, comment. I can help you find a number that you need to stay under. Calories in is the side you need to manipulate way more than the calories outside if your main concern is losing the 25 pounds. If I'm misreading that, let me know, but that's what it sounds like. If that's the case, you need to pay attention to the food first, and the exercise has all kinds of other benefits, and it can help you burn some extra calories. That being said, if you want a type of exercise to prioritize, I always prioritize strength training because of the long-term benefits, and there's plenty of solid body weight routines you can do out there that are based on the foundational strength movements. So let me know if you need some help with one of those. All right, let's see here. Last question I had beforehand. Let's see. Ricky, hope that helped you. Sammy, God bless. What's up, man? Miss Glenda and Deb, what's up? Hope you're feeling better. All right, everybody, I am going to answer this last question, and then if any more questions come in here live, I'll answer. And again, if you ask a question and I don't get to it during the live because you see it later or whatever, I will answer on the next one. All right, here's a time management question. I like these. I like them all, but I'm getting more of these, and I like it. All right, let's see. Kyle says, so much of the hustle culture is geared toward early risers. Like, check out all I did before 9 a.m. I've always been a night owl. I roll to a slow start in the mornings, but I'm wide awake at 11 p.m. Is there a time management structure that doesn't involve me having to kill it before dawn? Or do I just need to restructure my natural tendencies and force myself to be an early riser? All right, man. I'm going to do my best to stay under a minute here, but I'm probably going to blow it on this one because I've got a lot to say about it. All right, so here's the thing, and it's very personal to me because I also am a night owl. I have gotten myself. There have been periods over years where I've had a week or two to play around with it and just let myself just get to whatever my natural sleep rhythm is and see what that is. My natural sleep rhythm is like 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's like my natural. That's what my body wants to do. But the problem is that doesn't play well with society and it doesn't play well with kids, right? So but I completely reject the idea that you have to get up early in order to be a very productive person. I am not a millionaire, but I'm making decent money, completely self-employed, and very time block structured schedule. And I get up at 7 a.m. The reason I do that is because my girls are going to wake up at 7 a.m. regardless. You know what I mean? So they're going to wake me up. I'm not going to be able to continue to sleep, but I can't sleep until 10 a.m. if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Because they're going to wake me up. So what I've done is found that happy medium of 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's my sleep pattern. And so I think you just have to find what works for your life. I think that it can be a bit more challenging sometimes to work around what society wants from you. But if you're able to make your own schedule, man, I would say if you have, I don't know your situation, Kyle. If you have older kids who aren't waking you up like that, if you don't have kids, if you don't have anything that is going to actually wake you up and force you to be awake at that time of the morning, and you make your own schedule, then I highly suggest, man, sitting down, time blocking your schedule in a way that you can get everything you need to done without the pressure of having to be up early. I like to work another thing I'll add is if you do, for me, because I have to be up at 7 because my girls are going to wake me up regardless. How I do structure it is based on how I know my body works, right? How I know my mind works. I'm a fitness coach and I lead several classes a week. I lead 4 in-person group classes a week, socially distanced, by the way. But if I'm doing that, I schedule no classes in the morning. I refuse to do morning classes, even though I've had requests for it, because I know that nobody's going to want me to be coaching them. The version of me that is there at 6 a.m. is not the version of me that's there at 6 p.m. It's just not. So I refuse to do any kind of meetings or anything like that before 11 a.m. I just I have a Zoom call that I'm a part of, and I have a very short Zoom call that I lead at 9 a.m. And but it's a 10 to 15 minute quick call, and then I move on. That is the only thing I do in the morning because my brain does not work that well. So I schedule all my meetings, all my phone calls, all my group sessions, all of that stuff in the late afternoon, evening. So what I recommend doing is sitting down, time blocking, figuring out what's going to wake you up. If you have an open schedule, make it work for you. Get up whenever you want, just make it consistent, because there is something to be said for the science of having the same sleep pattern, getting up and going to bed at the same time. But when that actually is, I think doesn't matter. And I think that the fact that all the people who say you need to be up at this time or whatever, I think it's just a very short-sighted way of looking at things. Just like when people say you have to do this or that with your food. When people are oh, you have to go keto if you really want to lose weight. You have to you have to do a bunch of cardio if you want to achieve your fitness goals. It's just not the case. It's not the case. There are certain things that should be paid attention to, such as you have to burn more calories than you consume if you want to lose weight. And for me, I would equate the sleep thing with that is you should try to find a way to sleep the same amount and go to bed and get up at the same time every day if you want to optimize the way you feel and the way your brain functions. But when those hours are, I think it's silly, very closed-minded for people to just say you should be up early. I hate it. I hate it when people say that to me. All right, wrapping this up. Let me see. Was there anything else I wanted to say about that? I don't think so. Okay, so hopefully that helped. Sorry, man, that one was a long answer. All right, wrapping it up. Nobody has asked any more questions. Rachel, Adam, Kayla, thank you guys for jumping on here. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you guys have a great night. If you have questions, comment them, and I will answer it next time. Happy Monday, everybody.